Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd, and this is my reaction to the new one from Avalanche Effect. Oh, okay, so Avalanche Effect is a band from Europe, and recently, in the last few months, their drummer, Jannick, passed away, and as a tribute to the band, I did a reaction to their last video, which mentioned him. And I misidentified a person as Jannick who was not him. And I apologize. And the band was like, dude, it's no problem. A lot of people do that. And we're just thankful that you paid tribute to Jannick. Well, guess what? We're doing it again. This one is the new one from Avalanche Effect. This one's called Manipulating Sky. And I think this is their memorial to their buddy. And yes, to all the fans of Avalanche Effect, you know his impact on the band. And I think this is the last song upon which he was a part of the production of this music. So this might be it for Jannick on this plane of existence. But let's be honest. The music he's created with Avalanche Effect will be eternal. We'll always have it. So he's made his mark. Happy journey, Jannick. I don't know where you're going to wind up in the cosmos, but wherever it is, they're going to be blessed to have you, brother. All right, let's get into this. This one's called Manipulating Sky. All right, beat.
Subjective need located at Tokyo District.
Are we doing like epic future movie? Is this like Blade Runner 2063, but Avalanche Effect 2063? That's pretty cool, man. I'm in. Let's go.
Estimated chance of survival 12%.
That's not good odds. No.
Life enters a life full of lights. So am I going to take the edge of the candles? Will I be the only one? Rose the flames to rose. Why do I suffer without any progress? Try to make sense of the things I make a good society. Lights in the rain again. Electricity runs through my skin. This fucking light never brought in my soul. I'm born to sleep, so I'm out of control. The outside shine bright into my eyes. I will always follow uncertain ways. The outside shine bright into my eyes. Ways of manipulating sky. Lies hypnotize shifting chaos. I'm not the one who provides the silence and disperse. Lies hypnotize shifting chaos. I'm not the one who provides the silence and disperse. Remember all I'm offering. It's the truth and nothing more. Memories fade in a different direction. Sky above the light, shadowing my reflection. In brighter and light, daily never ends. Giving up the goals, giving up the goals. Become insignificant.
Okay, they're gonna pop into apparently it's the end of a run, so I want to stop it in the middle of something so we don't miss anything important. Two things. Number one, a breakdown drop in to start a song. That was good. That was good. Gets people's attention. And then again, Avalanche Effect is one of my favorite types of bands. Okay, Our Mirage, Hostage, Torrential Rain, of course, I Prevail. There's so many bands out there. Okay, and there's a lot of bands in the UK. Tons of these bands in Germany, in Central Europe. Quite a few in the US. Okay, the dynamic is very simple. Extremely heavy music, progressive metalcore, modern metalcore. Okay. The rhythm sections of all these bands extremely tight, which means your drummer, of course, Jannick, and of course, congratulations to them bringing on their new member, which is awesome. Bass player is in sync with the drummer, incredibly tight, and both of them challenge the other to say, neither one of us is going to hold back. We're going to make an elaborate rhythm section, which allows keyboards, loops, synths, industrial sounds, electronic sounds to fill in gaps, and then allows amazing guitar work. Because now your guitars are free to do anything, not just because your bass player can also be incorporated into your melody, which allows your guitars to literally go anywhere they want to go. And what makes all those bands also extremely similar is, of course, a beautiful melodic vocalist and an aggressively powerful and unapologetic harsh vocalist. And some bands, it's the same person, male or female, you know. And in some bands you have two. Some bands you have three. I see bands all around the world that are taking this form of music, and each one of these bands is unique, but they all share one thing: no limits. You want to give me some examples? Well, I just mentioned three of them in Europe, okay? And that's just three just in Central Europe. You have I Prevail, a few other bands here in the United States to do that. Headwreck in Australia, right? Make Room for Man in Australia. So it's not just in Europe and America. It's not just, you know, in the West. It's also, and look, let's not get started on Japanese bands. What? That's a completely different animal all in against itself, because they have no limits. The whole idea of the Japanese music culture is, okay, if you have a limit, I need you to get rid of it because you won't last if you have one. So it's one of my favorite things about these bands is that they're willing to push the limits of musicianship while at the same time tell a story musically that could literally be a movie. It's what they're doing right here. I've talked enough. I'm not going to stop it again unless something really insane happens. Just want to give you an idea of what I was thinking the whole time I'm watching the first part of this. It's a theatrical musical experience. And that's literally what's going on. Wow. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh. They're taking it apart? I was good until right now. That sucks. That was good, guys. That was good. All right, everybody. That was Avalanche. Okay, guys, that was Avalanche Effect with Manipulating Sky, and we're gonna let that play again. Wow. I mean, again, it's one of my favorite things about it's my favorite thing and my least favorite thing. I grew up in the 80s. Don't get me wrong. I grew up on 70s music and 80s music, and there was some amazing metal bands in the 80s. I mean, you know, in the 70s is kind of where metal music really got its start. But in the 80s, the music industry controlled what you were able to listen to and what was available. And I feel like nowadays is the pinnacle of what metal music can be, because, you know, we're getting into this whole AI music crap, which I can't stand because there's no love in it. But I think this is the time where any band, independent band, you can create it, you can get it out with, you know, social media, YouTube, things like that. So I think now is my favorite part in the history of metal, because any band can say, you know what, if you grew up and you loved Rush, and then all of a sudden you get into the 80s and all the bands are, if you're not a industry decided what bands played and the industry decided what was popular. But see, now the industry helps with concerts and distribution and everything else, and that's important. But as far as creativity, if a band doesn't want to go that route, they can stay independent and just be as creative as they want. Now, fortunately for Avalanche Effect, they are with a label now, and they're getting all this love, and that's good for them. I'm so proud for them. I'm so good for them. All right, I'll have Avalanche Effect's information description below. Please check them out, including their label list. So that's awesome. All right, guys, that's it for me. This was Manipulating Sky, and at the end of the video, they say goodbye to Jannick, and I'm not, because I still have all of Avalanche Effect's music. So technically, he's never going away. Keep that in mind. But congratulations on finding your latest permanent member, and I hope you guys continue creating this amazing music for many, many years to come. My name is OldSkuleNerd, and with that, we'll see you later.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right there. Big thank you to all my Patreons out there. We appreciate everything you do. If you want more content like this video, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.